Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Julie here, and you are about to experience another speed build. I'm not going to say shocking, I know, because I think I say that every time. So this is a tiny house for a family. I think so far I've only done tiny houses, maybe for like a couple, just because you can still just have one bedroom. But this is for a family. My original goal, I wanted to try and do a tiny home for with like 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, and just kind of see how small I could make it, because really for a family you can't have like a 4x5 structure. It's just impossible to fit a family in that. But I ended up just doing 2 bedrooms, but I did manage to put 2 bathrooms in. They're identical, they're right on top of each other. It's like that bump out at the front. So this is for Miss Griffey's Squish Tours November, I think. This was her, I guess, challenge, you could call it, where she wanted tiny homes for families. So my family that I had in mind was a single mom with twin girls. I have play tested it, and did I have to change some things? I'm trying to remember. I know I did play test it, and the toddlers, for whatever reason, the mom, when I would tell her to put the kids to bed, she couldn't, but the kids could put themselves to bed, or vice versa. But then it just kind of seemed to have fixed itself. I think it's where I was standing at the time. My sim couldn't call the kid over to pick it up, to pick her up, to bring her to bed. So I find this house turned out, I feel like it's almost not necessarily one of my tiniest. I think my teen mom tiny home was one of the tiniest that I had done that had 2 bedrooms to it, but that one was just 1 floor. So it seemed to look a little bit bigger because it was 1 floor, so everything was on 1 floor, I guess you could say, instead of having it on multiple levels. The living room in my teen mom tiny home, the living room there was super, super small, but I did still manage to fit everything that was needed, like a potty, a high chair, couch, TV, the whole thing. In this one, we've got the living room area downstairs, and the potties and stuff are upstairs. I absolutely love this one. I love the colors. I decided to just kind of focus on using the Parenthood expansion pack. It's not like a limited pack build, but I did do I did use a lot of stuff from the Parenthood expansion pack. So yeah, I probably finished this build about a week ago, I guess, and I just have not had the chance to do the voiceover for it. My toddler, or not toddler, I keep calling her toddler, she's not a toddler anymore, she's almost 4. She's sick, she's been staying home from daycare. I've been sick, I'm still sick, but so I haven't really been able to go more than 5 minutes without having a cough attack that leaves me gasping for air. And if you hear a weird clicking sound, it's just like cough drop that I have in my mouth. I keep moving it around, and it's like obviously clicking against my teeth. I don't know how strong my microphone is, if it's picking that up or not. And I also have the monitor down here because the kid is having a nap right now, so I've got the monitor down here because she's 2 floors above me. So, anyways, back to the build. I don't find there's anything like crazy special about the build, nothing interesting or cool. It's literally just a box, and then the next floor is just another box on top of the first box. But the only thing I didn't play test is the microwave. I'm not sure if it can actually be used because I sized it down. I'm going to assume it can still be used, but maybe the graphics might be a little weird. Like maybe the plate will be bigger than the microwave. I only sized it down by hitting the key once, so I don't know if it'll work or not. Even if it doesn't work, I still think it looks cool. It looks realistic to have your microwave smaller, because I don't know, I never, or I should say rarely, put microwaves in my builds because I find them ridiculously large, and you can't put them anywhere other than on top of a counter. And you can't even use like cheats or anything like that to put it somewhere else, because even if you try and just place it in like mid-air so that you can put it more towards the back of the counter and then put the counter in, you can't, because you can not place it if you don't have a counter to place it on. So I find that a little bit annoying, because there's the microwave that does that, the coffee machines, and some of the coffee machines and the tea making machines and whatever are so small, but they take up a whole counter because it snaps to the middle of the counter. I'm assuming that's the same for everyone. I don't think it's just like a weird glitch in my game or whatever. But like, I don't know. There's been times where I'm doing a build and I want to have like kind of like a coffee bar, but I don't want a counter. I just want like a nice high up kind of table, and to just kind of build kind of a coffee bar that you'd have in your kitchen. But anyways, this is The Sims. We expect these things. So we've done the lower level, I guess, is completely finished. And the girls' rooms, it's very... I really don't even need to talk, because there's really nothing too special about this build. I mean, it's a tiny home. I tried to clutter it as much as I could without going overboard, because it is a tiny home. Still want it to be functional. I want to be able to move around. So the mom's room, I tried to fit, originally I did try putting in a double bed, but the room was way too small and I still needed to put a door into the bathroom. So I like this build because I find it interesting that even though it's a tiny home, there's still 2 bathrooms, and one of those is like an ensuite, to the master bedroom, if you can even call it that, because it's so tiny. And oh my god, I love using those shadow boxes with the baby shoes in them. I find that so cute and so realistic, and I think pretty much every build that has a child or more children or more than one child, I think I always put those in, because I feel like most parents do have some sort of, either whether it's handprints or footprints or baby shoes, most parents have something framed on the wall, that shows the succession of growth of your child, or just shows when your child was an infant or newborn or whatever. So I love those shadow boxes. I put them in all my builds that have kids in them. I hope it's not overkill, but I love it. And then with the traits, I just went with simple ones that if you were actually using this house with children in it, then, there's a thing for good schools and something about kids learning quickly or something along those lines. I don't remember. Oh, sorry, I almost choked on my cough drop there. I don't remember what the other trait was that I did, but this build is actually almost finished. It took me a while to do this build to begin with, because with stuff going on, sometimes you just don't have time to sit and build in The Sims for an hour, and we all know it takes me way longer than an hour to build anything. So, like, I've watched some people's videos, and they're like, oh yeah, I just built this morning and got it edited and voiceover, like, all in a day, and I'm like, what sorcery is that? Like, I don't understand how that's possible. But I guess when you've got a job and a kid, and sometimes you just don't have the time to do that stuff. So, sorry, my screen just completely changed on me. I gotta go back to there we go. A pop-up just came up for Origin. A critical update is happening in, I don't know if it's at 22 minutes or 22 hours, because I panicked and closed it quickly. But at this point, the inside is completely done, I think, other than maybe popping in a couple of times and adding a few little things. But we just moved on to the outside. I didn't have any type of budget restriction on this either, so I didn't really bother with the debug menu at all. I usually don't, unless there's something specific that I want that I can only get from there, or if I'm on a budget and I really want to have some lush landscaping, then I use the debug menu. But that's pretty much it. I think most people were really excited when it first came out, but I think maybe now that we've all kind of gone through the catalog a lot, we know it's there, we know it's not there. I don't think it's something that's used as much now, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. The videos I've been watching doesn't seem to get used as much unless it's specifically needed for something. So out here, I just wanted to make sure the kids had actual play area. Oh my god, I don't know if you can hear that music. My mother bought a clock, every hour on the hour, it plays like 30 or 45 seconds of a Christmas song every hour. I'm starting to go insane. Anyways, outside, I wanted to make sure there was play area, and because there's like no room for doing anything inside other than the tablets for kids, and I think I put blocks and their potties, and that's it. So outside, I wanted to be sure that they had a way to gain skills and stuff. I mean, I don't think they can play with the swings until they're actual kids. I don't think toddlers can, but they can at least play with the pool. Swings are there, so when they do age up, or in case you decide to have children in this house instead, you've got everything you need. The landscaping, I didn't go too crazy with either, because I thought I did a whole hedge as a fence, so I thought I wanted to keep the actual landscaping a little light, because that would just be a lot of green, I guess. Not that I have anything against a lot of greenery. I don't know. And inside, obviously, no space for washer and dryer, so you got to do it by hand outside. Anyhow, I think these screenshots are going to be coming up soon. Yeah, so I'm really trying to get better at putting videos out. I'm hoping to get one at least once a week. I think I'm kind of failing at that right now, but even if I put one out a month, I still love doing this so much, and I'm not going to stop. So as per usual, please just subscribe, like, comment, share, all the typical stuff, and hit the little bell thing, and then you'll at least know whenever I put one out. And always leave comments. I love seeing comments, even if they're very far and few between. Thanks for watching. Bye.